Offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
They'll run it now out of the gun. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second and 10. It's Lynch again. Flushed out, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
From the gun, rush. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. A big hit. Knocked down sideways right near the 27. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The center receiver in motion to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First down, it's Lynch, escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rush. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Back to throw Rush. He's going to fire one. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Second down following the run. Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Lynch. And this is going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're going ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on fourth down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that? And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end, and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Lynch looking to throw on second. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So 2nd and 10 here.
All right, here we go.
Throwing again. Rush. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Rush. Flush to his right, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
This will be caught just inside the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Derrick Henry. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bailey able to... And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They go play action now. Lynch. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Zach Cunningham Coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On second down, Lynch. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Marcel Darius in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Lynch. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Play clock winding down. On 1st and 10. Rush. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Rush. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw on 2nd down. Rush. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Oh, he bowls over it. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Derrick Henry, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. You don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw again. Lynch. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Marcel Darius. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Boom. All right, now, look at 56.
From the gun, it's Lynch. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Brad Wing now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at about the 28. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Off the play fake. Rush. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Off-play action. Rush. It's caught. It's Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Off the play fake. Rush. Flushed out right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And this one is right down the middle. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Lynch. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing here, rush. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Rush. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Here's the Giants' offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Open man right side is Ingram. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now Lynch to throw. He's going to float this one deep right. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Caught by Nelson left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down, and the offense needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
Green, 39.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now look at 56. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Watch it now. Here we go now. Green, 39. All right, now look at 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly, here we go. No, check. Patriot. Patriot. Leopard.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because it's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Now Rush. And the giant Rush gets home as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Rush. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Rush. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
To throw on second down. Lynch. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Off the bootleg. Rush. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Rush. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Rush. Going left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first down, Rush. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's Rush to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Now out come the Giants. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the interception, here's Lynch. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Giants on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third and 10. To throw again is Lynch. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 46. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first down, it's Lynch. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Beck. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but that clock rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
All right, here we go. Green, 39, 99, Philly, here we go. No, check.
from the gun. Rush. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Operating from the gun. Rush. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Back to throw. Rush. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Rush. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10.